The Vice Chancellor has been extremely supportive of the Office of Chief Medical Director of our hospital. He has given me a lot of support, knowing the struggles that accompany the office and responsibilities of the CMD. After all, he himself is or has been the chief executive of a bigger institution, but he can empathize with me.
He has done extremely well in facilitating the progress and development of Bowen University. And his relationship with the Bowen University Hospital is so very, very good. The growth of the university is so dear to him, and he used all his energy to see to the growth and development of the university.
Always concerned with our financial stability and progress, always having good ideas to give us about making progress financially.
He's been known as the one that has brought the 192-bedded hostel to Bowen University Teaching Hospital in Ogunwole here. He's also involved in some other projects like the tent that was built, the blue tent, and also he's helped the hospital with the generating set that has also helped in the issue of power generation. He's also helped remarkably in the use of audiovisuals in the theatre and in my own ward, particularly the maternity ward.
The Vice Chancellor is and has been very concerned about the welfare of students, all the students. Always making sure they have power and water, things that make it easy for them to study.
There has been a lot of infrastructural development, staff development, and several equipment have been purchased in the quest for us to obtain accreditation for various programs. And all of these were with the assistance of the Vice Chancellor, who has really demonstrated that he's a God-sent person with a project for Bowen. And in the course of doing this, he would have stepped on many toes, but I believe this would have been because of the need for him to fulfill his ministry.
In my own assessment, has taken Bowen University, put manure into it, watered it, made it to grow into a tree that is fruiting in many ways. It has blossomed, and I give God all the glory for this.
He has also introduced computerizing education. One achievement he did was during the COVID-19 pandemic, when we were able to teach my own side, the medical students, from home. And by the time we resumed physically, these students were able to graduate almost 8 months before their colleagues in other universities. It's an achievement that I will attribute to his pragmatism and insistence that computer must be used to teach and even to administer. I'm not in the university, I don't know how successful it is there, but in this side, I think that has succeeded in helping the students to move away and outside and before their own colleagues.
And even is a man that loves technology. He's easily carried with technology, and it's one that wants education to be driven by technology. A great one amongst this is his impact in making Bowen University to be one of the few institutions that were involved in virtual teaching, which made our salaries to be paid as at when due, even during the COVID-19 pandemic.
Salaries were paid on time. I mean, that's very exciting.
Because of the paperless system also, which is another plus for him.
During the pandemic, it was easy for us to give our lectures. Our students not only had their lectures, but also had their examinations online. Just before the pandemic, the university management under the able leadership of Professor Ogunwole ensured that all lecturers and students were registered on the smart school hub. So it was very easy for us to switch when the pandemic came and the lockdown also came. So while other students were wallowing in boredom, our own students got to work.
I must mention this, it was pivotal to the re-accreditation and fresh accreditation of residency program by the postgraduate college. That in itself will illustrate the kind of commitment he has towards the advancement of the college. Because though his term will soon expire, and this was a medium to long-term project, he was totally for it. Once he was convinced that 3, 4, 5 years time, while he will have finished his tenure, he will begin to reap the benefits. He is that type of a leader that thinks beyond self and just looks at the betterment of the society itself.
He has impacted significantly in the hospital and the college. We must give that to him. And the increase he got it, both in the nursing, in MBBS program, and in physiotherapy. We are glad we were able to do that. I think he has left some landmark developments in the hospital and in the college. Currently, there are many buildings springing up. We are glad about that. But I want to particularly thank him for what has happened in the last 3 months in the college. It may look small to everybody, but to me it is a big thing, and that is the consolidation of the teaching program in the hospital. It's been a problem. As the expansion is happening, we're also having challenges with lecturerships, associates, and I think that's where his legacy is going to really show.
There were many times that within his capacity, he came to the support of the hospital. Of course, the need of the hospital is great, and so on many occasions, he was willing to provide the necessary support. Whether when we were preparing for accreditation of the hospital, either for the medical program or the nursing program, or even in recent times when we began the residency program, I've always enjoyed the support of Professor Ogunwole.
He has worked together with the hospital, and they've agreed on starting the residency training in the hospital with support from the university. I think this is a big legacy. It looks small now, but in the next 10 years, if this thing is consolidated, we can be rest assured we won't need any associate lecturers anymore. We'll have had our own consultants generated from the 3 major departments: medicine, pediatrics, ONG, and of course surgery. And in fact, the time will come we will not be able to keep them when they finish and ask them to go. And the training of the medical students and even other clinical specialties like medical library science, nursing, and physiotherapy will grossly improve, because people who sustain the teaching in the medical school are residents. And if we cannot establish residency training in the hospital on a long-term basis, it doesn't matter what we've achieved in terms of infrastructure and anything, but the teaching staff. So I must thank him, because many years to come, his name will be written in gold. That yes, when this program is established, people will say yes, Professor Ogunwole started this residency training in the hospital.
Under his tenure, the university had improved its relationship with the teaching hospital. Under his tenure, we have gotten a lot of accreditations because of his cooperation with the system. Under his tenure, the image of the university had grown in leaps and bounds.
Again, we remember him for the great impact he has made in making us to have accreditation for the postgraduate training in obstetrics and gynecology, and even now in the Department of Pediatrics.
During his tenure, he helped the College of Health Sciences and the Teaching Hospital in many ways. For example, the residency training program kick-started in the Department of Obstetrics and Gynecology, and also Pediatrics, that's our department. And these departments can now train residents because he supported the hospital during the accreditation exercise. And I mean, the hospital will be eternally grateful for that. There were so many other accreditation programs during his tenure that came out successful.
AVC improved the digital workplace productivity. He does not procrastinate. He believes in the youth. He maximizes his opportunities, and he minimizes his threats. He does not have a scarcity mentality. He knows how to build a powerful alliance, and he gives very sound contribution when it comes to very complex problems.
He has contributed immensely in the course of the meeting, during the board meeting, and he has been so passionate about the development of Bowen University Teaching Hospital.
He has seriously made the university to develop. He has attracted so many donors, so many sponsors to the university. During his tenure at the Bowen University, there are many awards won by the students of the university.
He made the university to be in the league of universities that are using a lot of internet computer teachings, which is a plus.
He has great passion for the students, especially their welfare. I remember many a times when we get to the area of student, medical student, nursing student, physiotherapy student, anything that will affect their comfort, he will be so passionate that we must get it done as quick as possible.
He has been of great assistance in developing various programs in the faculty and in the college as a whole. The quota for the nursing and the MBBS programs have been increased because of the work and the assistance that was received from the Vice Chancellor.
Under his tenure as the Vice Chancellor, he cooperated so well with the former Chief Medical Director, and is doing the same here. He has extended a lot of generosity to the teaching hospital. Even during his tenure, he saw the need to improve the subvention, which has helped the hospital to survive.
And so I thank God for the very positive way that he has impacted the hospital. Yes, we can say the university students are here, but some of the things that were done, to make the hospital a more conducive learning environment, for the students, in a way also benefited the hospital, in the way we treated our patients.
Professor Ogunwole has transformed Bowen University. Possibly that is even a less than truth statement, because he did much more than transforming the university. He brought life to the university.